Faders of the Lost Art.
Yo, what's good? We got legendary Ryan Harvey in the building. We got legendary Jonathan, Ken Lewis's assistant, Make Believe Plugins, Dave Pensado's assistant for many years, Nico Hamui. Thank you guys for joining us. Faders of the Lost Art. What do we got here? I've been asking everybody top 3 plugins for this year. Of course, not including Make Believe.
I use other plugins.
Okay, just checking.
I like.
You put good math on every channel if you want, by the way.
You could also put the Soundtech on every channel, and then you got a Soundtech console.
That's true.
No one's got one of those.
That's pretty gangster.
All right, let's see. Gold Clip's fucking awesome. Mad respect to that dude. I like the new Voca, the Sonics thing. That thing's awesome. And then our boys at fucking Kit Audio. I like that API they just dropped.
Dope.
So that would probably have to be my top 3.
Dope.
That I've seen like this year.
What about you, Jonathan?
Man, Synaptic Pitch Map 2.
Okay.
Color Map, I think. That was a pretty cool one. The demonstration they did was pretty insane, like over the ADM and like the different genres like, on the master. And then Soundtech.
Thank you.
Zero latency. If you're trying to actually get a real console sound, just for you to know.
Yeah, Soundtech's next level.
The third one would probably be LolComp.
Hey, shout out LolComp.
LolComp was great.
Mixing Night Audio.
5 chains to rule them all.
That's right.
Damn straight.
Sauce it up with a peacock. You know what I'm saying?
Punch it out with a panda.
I mean, also Greenhouse was amazing too, dude.
Greenhouse is amazing for sure.
Some of the best like stereo imaging, creatively.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And what about you, Nico?
So my top favorite, I've been holding this one back for a minute, but I was waiting for this show to really let it loose on y'all. So United Plugins. Maybe not a lot of you guys have heard of United Plugins, but they got Fire Cobra and Fire Master.
Okay.
Some major next level saturation right there.
Hell yeah. Change
your life. What else? Pro Q3 on every mix.
Gangster.
But I'm gonna use that as a bonus because everybody says that one. What else have I been using? Track Spacer. I've been using Track Spacer a lot.
Are we doing all time, or are we doing? Because that changes everything.
I'm just like, wait, what?
It's just I don't know.
I was dang, they dropped Pro Q3 again?
No. Everybody's using Pro Q3.
Absolutely.
And everybody says Pro Q3, so I feel like it's a little bit of a cop out, even though it's essential. We all Swiss Army that. But Track Spacer and Soothe on my music aux.
Yep.
You put and then sidechain the vocal to it, make that little space in there, and you could custom tailor how much space or how little space you want for that vocal to sit just right in that track right where you want it. Reverbs, Sonsig, Valhalla.
Sonsig's amazing.
Sonsig's fucking next level.
Yo, I haven't used Sonsig. I'm not gonna count.
It's next level, bro. It's next level. They got a 224 in there, I think, as well. And what else? Valhalla V delay.
Gangster.
I mean, we're talking top 3 of all time real quick. It's Trigger, RVox, and fucking Metric Halo channel strip.
Yo, have y'all used Split EQ?
Split EQ's cool.
Split EQ's crazy.
It's dope. I gotta use it more. I haven't gotten into it. Tell me like your favorite sauce with the Split EQ.
Is that I can put it on like my drums and just like mess with the transients, like and any kind of frequency without affecting like the frequency at all.
Oh shit.
And then you can like A/B if you want to like start like ducking frequencies.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty cool if you're taming like top end and still getting like a lot of punch. If like it's like adding like a Neutron 2 trigger or a Neutron 2 transient shaper with like much more control.
That's crazy.
I got a cool one for Split EQ. So what I'll do is like I'll take a room sample and I'll just start extending the resonance, or I mean not the resonance, but the sustain of it, and then I'll print that down and I'll throw another Split EQ on it and I'll keep on just pulling that out till it sounds like a shotgun, and then I just print that, load that in the trigger, and like boom, that's my new room snare.
That's dope.
That's
fucking
a gem.
Dope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it. I need to find something. I need to find something that tames my hats, and then that crack of the snare sometimes just like a little piercing, but I don't want to lose that crack.
Right.
I'm gonna try the Split EQ on that.
Split EQ is amazing for that. Also, for what you're looking for. Also, Spiff. You ever fuck with Spiff?
Yeah, Spiff is
Spiff
dope.
is cool too.
Spiff is next level. We were just talking
I like
about
using them together as opposed to like A or B. You know what I
Got
mean?
you.
So like sometimes Spiff. I love how Spiff attacks things, and I love how Split EQ can tame things.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's genius. I use Spiff I like the preset in your face rap vocals or something.
Yep.
That's so fire for bringing out transients in a vocal.
And then the opposite too. If you put Spiff in cut mode or whatever,
Yeah.
you know how like the biggest problem, when you're working with like independent artists or whatever, is that they love eating the mic, right?
Yep.
And like air is compression. The further you are from the mic,
Right.
the cleaner, like not cleaner, but like the more consistent and a little bit more compressed vocal sound you're gonna get, as opposed to if I'm like up here. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like all that mouth noise just came out. Use Spiff to get rid of the mouth noise that way. TZO and I were chatting about this one time, and it was just like boom, like you
Wow.
just shelf off that with
That's
Spiff,
funny.
and now it just sounds like you push the vocalist back a foot and you get back to mixing.
That's crazy. I don't use Spiff in cut mode too much because you tend to want to use it in boost
Yeah,
mode
right,
and
yeah.
transient designer,
Yeah.
and then the Delta mode is super fire. You put
Hell yeah.
Spiff on a kick, put it in Delta mode, and just
And now
parallel
you-
back in
yeah.
that. Ooh boy.
That dude, I've got an attack bus and a sustain bus where I'm doing both that exact same thing. Right,
Dope.
I've got Spiff and Delta, and it's just like that's my attack and that's my that's
Dude,
my sustain.
sick.
Yeah, that's fucking sick though. I'm gonna have to use that attack one. I need you to fuck with it more out of Delta and like using it on vocals with the
in
attack.
Delta mode,
yeah.
yeah. Dude, that's a game changer. Delta mode's a game changer, for real.
Y'all
Hell
are
yeah.
dropping crazy sauce.
Hell yeah! Shout out George T. Pull
yeah,
up,
George-
pull up, come
George
have a seat
T,
with us,
pull
bro.
up.
George T music in here.
We almost
George
Clubhouse.
T music in the building, boy.
If y'all never been on Clubhouse, this is it in
This
real
is
life.
it, yeah.
Except you're not here, so
Clubhouse in real life.
Nice.
What's good, George?
What's good? How y'all doing?
Good, man. Good. Here, we can.
Okay. Oh yeah. Let me adjust it. All right.
George, what's it like having the most wild ass YouTube in the audio game?
You know, I'm just trying to do something different. Just trying to switch up the content game. I think it got a little stale, so I just came in.
George
Started doing things different.
If y'all haven't seen, George does the craziest breakdowns. He makes like the History Channel look like kids play. Like he breaks this shit down so crazy precise that, bro, I don't even know if some of the actual guys that did the records know how to explain it the way George does. So shout out George.
Thank you, man.
Thank
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
George is a fucking icon in a gym to this industry. We love him.
Yeah. Man, so we're just going over top 3 favorite plugins this year, or just some you've been using a lot regularly that's easy to just spit off the head. What do you use every mix?
Honestly, one PS22 by Waves.
Word.
XSplit. I've been using that a lot. Just to stereoize things that are usually like pretty mono, or if I just want to change kind of the stereo spread of something. That's what I've been using. So very into that as of recently.
Word. PS22, that old J trick.
Yeah.
The old J
okay.
trick.
Yeah, I've been using that.
I've been using Joey Sturgis Side Widener. That's my
Sidewinder's
all-time
kinda tight.
favorite, bro.
Nico, have you ever like messed around with that camp?
Not particularly, but I mean I use all their plugins.
Yeah, I'll hook you something up with because
Dude,
Yeah.
the Howard Benson vocals too. Like
Dude.
what?
Miami is always out here. Usually, at least he's at NAMM. But like you guys together, you
That'd
guys
be
should
crazy.
do that at this thing. 'Cause,
Let's go.
Not to interrupt George or anything.
No,
you know?
please. We're all here vibing.
No, man.
Yeah, but like that's a friendship I feel like needs to happen.
Let's
'Cause,
make
like,
it happen.
We just got done having them come to Make Believe and film for like a week.
Word.
Yeah. So like, I'm surprised you and Miami have never been like homies like that.
Yeah, we need that
The
intro.
JST shit's hard as fuck,
It's
dude.
hard, bro. And speaking of which, we were talking about transient designers and Spiff.
The DFQ?
Transify.
Oh, yeah,
Transify, bro.
Yeah.
It's on almost every one of my snares.
Really?
It's
Dude,
Transify.
they'd be so stoked to hear that.
Hit the 250. Put the low mid knob, the second knob in, right around 250. Give it a little like, keep it under 10, because if you juice it more than 10, that's just strong as hell.
Yeah,
so
right.
somewhere between like 1 and 10, juice that 250 on the snare. You're gonna be like, holy shit. There's body in there, but it also translates to the smack. It's like, damn, I got more top end from adding 250 in the transient designer.
I love that.
That's crazy.
Dude, yeah, the JST stuff is super cool. Great dudes.
Yeah. Out here giving out all the sauce. What kind of sauce y'all got for the folks?
I got another one.
Let's hear it.
Waves Kaleidoscopes.
Kaleidoscope's
shit.
crazy.
That is crazy. Put that on any keyboard or anything that doesn't have a lot of movement to it, and it's just go
scroll
through the
the
presets. Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You know what's up. Yeah.
Ozone
That's
10 maximizer.
Hell yeah.
Now there's Ozone 11.
4 maximizer.
Bro, you know what? I can't even get the install for that, man. I need a license for that joint. I need to buy it from somebody who has it from then. You know what I mean?
You gotta go all the way to France to get the Jason Joshua hookup.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right about that. I got Pope to mix with the masters.
You feel me?
I mean, dude, there's plugins that are loud, but there's like Ozone's 4 fucking limiter. That thing is the loudest thing I've ever heard. Like, because like we weren't really, I feel like back then when that was around, none of us were like measuring fucking LUFs, right?
Right.
Everyone was back in RMS, right? Just looking at the RMS meter and be like, I'm going to push it to 0.5 RMS. Like the actual threshold before that stuff is just white noise.
Mush, yeah.
Loudness wars days, baby.
Dude,
I mean,
and
they're still
listen,
going on.
I was gonna say I'm still in them. Like I be pushing every record.
Yeah, dude, it's hard.
Like
man.
I'm not even gonna lie. The last probably 3 records that I've done, they're like, it's a little pushed. Can you pull it back? So I don't even have to look at it anymore. I just pull back my limiter a dB or 2, and I'm like, fine. If this is what you really want, you want some doo-doo. No, I'm just kidding. But no, of course, loudness over everything. So, you know, we're getting heated back up in a silent war, but loudness over everything. Obviously, clarity over everything, and then loudness over everything.
Well, now you have like the DSPs that are like, you know, normalizing to minus 18 LUFs, you know? So like people are like not even abiding by that. Nobody's really thinking about that anymore.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. You send someone to mix a negative 18 LUFs, you're
Dude,
getting fired.
You're not even getting called back.
Yeah.
They won't even call you to tell you you're fired.
Yeah,
You're just gonna see you're just gonna see that
Red.
song on the radio with somebody else.
That's
So,
a fact.
Yep.
Yo, so Nico, question for you, Doc.
Yeah.
How did you learn the secret of loudness?
Clarity.
Clarity?
Bro.
Yeah.
Because once you get things really clean and tightened up, you could just push it with damn near any limiter, and it's gonna sound good
Exactly.
and loud. You know what I mean? Once you clean up that dirt, once you clean up that extra, I call it dirt, but extra frequencies or low cut this and high cut that or stuff you don't need, you really can push things up and it doesn't sound bad. And what else? Not compressing a ton. I'm not compressing a ton. I'm cutting. I'm doing a lot of cutting when I first start.
Right.
You know, like that, trying to just clean up a little bit,
Yeah,
and then you can start boosting things, and it's just easy. And then saturating instead of boosting an EQ.
Right, exactly.
You know, I learned that from Jay. Is, you know, instead of like, oh, let me put a high shelf on this, why don't I try and saturate it? Hey, shout out Mix Carson,
Carson.
What up?
Rick Carson, young legend.
We should have Rick pop in here real quick.
Yeah, we should. Let's go get Rick, legendary, other half of Make Believe plugins, Make Believe Studio. Brought you Good Math. They brought you the Sontech plugin. We're doing a little tag team
Hey everybody.
1-2
I
swap.
hope your podcast is great.
What up, Rick? Thanks for stopping by. That was all you get. You got to pay extra for the rest of the show. So, you know what I'm saying? That man Rick costs extra, so we didn't.
You get dollar store Rick now.
That's right. We didn't pay that extra. We used the coupon, so we got him for about 2.5 seconds. But nah, shout out Rick, shout out Ryan. We appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
No, this is legendary in the game. AES 2023. We're happy to be here. Like I said, I got my man Jonathan, young legend. He works with Ken Lewis. We got George T Music, YouTube's favorite. We got Ryan Harvey, Make Believe Studios, Good Math, Sontech. What more do you want? What more do you want? Fate is the lost art. We in this.
Fate is a lost motherfucking art.
You feel me? Low comp, mixing
Super dope,
night. You
super
feel me?
dope.
Super dope. I haven't said that in a while. Super
Favorite
dope.
dope.
Super dope. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back to the clubhouse days.
Yep.
Hey, super dope.
Super dope.
Super dope. Let's go. What else? What else is going on with you, George? What's new in the game? What kind of videos have you been working on? What kind of new techniques have just wowed you?
Right now we got a Tizio interview with Tizio coming up soon.
Word.
So
That's
filming
gonna be
that in a
dope.
week. Gonna be dropping that. Super excited for that.
Heck yeah. Any new techniques that you're like, damn, yo, I gotta make a video of this?
I've been studying some Tizio stuff. I think using MV2.
Word.
I know
Oh,
Ryan
dude.
loves MV2.
MV2 for life.
MV2 on the 808.
Yup.
Yeah. So.
Max bass too, bro. Can't
Max
sleep
bass.
on the
Oh, yeah.
max bass.
Oh, yeah.
I got to give away a Bob Horn secret.
Okay.
MV2 on the 2 bus.
Whoa.
Word. The low or the compression?
Kind of both.
Both?
A little both.
Okay, little 6 on both.
Little probably like -1.
Okay. That's sauce. Write that down. Yo, what else? I'm gonna give you some J sauce. Low air. Are we still using low air?
Low air goes hard.
It's dangerous. I like it, but it's dangerous.
It is
you can,
very
you can
dangerous.
overdo it if you don't have a sub. You
Yeah.
gotta watch out. Cause
What's the one that blows up NS10s? Is it low ender?
Yes.
Low ender.
Low ender and low air.
Yeah.
You can blow shit with low air and low ender. Has anyone used submarine?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
man.
Uh-huh.
Submarine's gas.
What's submarine?
Yo.
Put me on.
It's
Waves.
sub joint. It's like a sub. It's the
Beat.
new sub
It makes
vibe.
sense because we're talking
Yeah.
subs. I was
Submarine.
Like, okay, yeah.
It's dope. And then yo, I'm gonna put y'all on game, even though y'all already know. Sub Bloom, Jesse
Yo.
Ray Ernster.
That is.
Oh, I heard that one's sick, dude. That guy's a great.
Jesse
he's
Ray
awesome.
is the
Yeah.
genius.
Yeah. Shout out Jesse Ray.
For real, you got to do some videos on Jesse Ray.
I
George.
did one. I did an
Yeah.
interview with him.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. You get any extra special sauce out of him?
Yeah. There's a few things I can't remember off the top of my head, but.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. Nah, Sub Bloom, and then what's the other joint he got out?
Oh, they just dropped a new one with
Tilts.
that. Yeah, there's
Tilts.
Tilt, Rubber Band.
Rubber band.
Rubber
Oh yeah.
Band. And there's a vocal one too, isn't it?
The one that he just did with Kive. Or I mean, he's always done his stuff with Kive. But
Oh, yeah.
the Vacuvox.
vacuum.
Vax Mac. Vac
Oh,
Mac.
the vac rack. Right?
Vac.
Vac Rack.
No,
But that's the
Vac
Vacuvox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vac Rack.
Vac Rack. Yo. Trill.
I don't think I've used vac rack yet.
I haven't
You
used
should get
it
it.
yet, but
It should be in your plug-in alliance stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
every you got to be special. But everybody's talking about Vac Rack right now.
Vac Rack's great.
It's nuts. I haven't used the original either. The tell us about it.
The Vac Rack?
Yeah.
I don't know that much about the Vac Rack.
What about the OG, the Vac Master?
Oh, the Vacuvox?
Or
I don't know that. I
Vacuvox.
don't know that much about that one either. I do know that. I don't know if you listen to that band Dance Gavin Dance or anything. Chris Crummett, that's his main vocal chain always for that dude for the past like 10 years or whatever. He loves that dude.
That's crazy.
Chris Crummett's the dude who knows a lot about gear and knows about good gear. And he's like, the second he got that, he was like, yep, this is pretty much it forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's like some people be stuck on the retro state level.
The stay level's great.
That's a sleeper. The stay level is a sleeper. It doesn't have to be retro. It could be anybody. The stay level is a sleeper.
And if you're lucky enough to try the Gates one, the OG one.
yeah, that's hard to come by.
But Retro killed it.
Yeah, retro did a really good
Killed
job.
it on that.
Yes, that's why I said it. That's the one I used. I believe I could be dead wrong, so make sure you correct me on this. But it's like a Very Mew, the Vac.
Yep, it's very me.
Right, it's like a Very Mew vocal compressor vibe.
If you like the CL1B, you'll love this thing because it's just like a CL1B with a bit more girth and a bit more bite.
That's dope.
Yeah, everyone's talking about the CLB right now on the internet, so might as well just
Yeah.
plug that with it.
Yeah, and if you can get a CL1B, good job, because they're pretty dang hard to find.
Yeah, facts.
Yo, I love mine, bro.
Yeah, everybody that I've talked to, I've been trying to get a CL1B lately. I'm not a big gearhead, but I'm like kind of succumbing to the pressure right now, trying to get a CL1B for tracking, and everybody that I've talked to is like, there's no way I'm giving this thing up.
Yeah,
There's
they're
no
like,
way.
yeah, nah.
No, you can have anything
Bruh.
else you want. Like literally, I'll give it to you, but not the CL1B. Like, okay, gee, sorry, I didn't mean to touch a sore spot.
Yeah,
Bro,
seriously.
I literally had this guy call me at like 4 in the morning. I was like dead sleeping. He's like, yo, I got one. He's like, I need to know right now if you have the money or not. I'm just like, bro, this is like a lot of decisions. I'm like, bet. I'm like, yeah, here, I'll take it. Like,
Just-
I'm like, wake up
I
next
can't.
morning and
Yeah,
just be like,
did I
"Oh."
really just do that, bro?
I'm like, yeah, but then,
Fuck.
that comes in and you're like, hey, now you got a CL1B.
That's next level OG shit. Once you got a CL1B, you made it. Whether or not you got big records, you already know you've made it. Another sign is once you got a C800, you know you've made it. Because if you could spend that much money on a piece of gear, that means you're invested.
Facts.
That means you're in it to win
Facts.
it. You know what I mean? Like
True.
you're all in. You ain't pussyfooting around. You know what I mean?
I gotta say, what's up with the C800 hate lately? I see a lot more of it than that mic ever deserves because that mic is killer.
I think like people have been saying, I've been seeing the Elam 251 like pop up everywhere kind of now, like a little bit more in the biggest
as you
spaces.
should. It's a great mic.
But like, I think more young guys that I know of have been like getting their hands on the 251 before they get their hands on a CL1B. I mean, on the Sony C800.
I mean, they're both incredibly
You know?
expensive mics.
Yeah. I think people just add too much harsh like top end to the C800.
Yeah, a lot
You know
of
what I mean?
I feel like a lot of people forget that, like, Nico, you know this, the fucking C800G already sounds compressed from the go.
Everything
Yeah.
you
Oh,
need.
yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, here's my take on the whole deal. The C800, obviously one of the most legendary mics ever. So there's a lot of people trying to recreate it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's a very expensive mic. Vintage or not, it's still very expensive, so everybody's trying to clone it, right? And with these clones comes a lot of that back talk of, is it good? Is it better than the original? Is it worth the investment? Can I save myself $9,500?
Facts.
You know, I can get this $500 version or whatever. And that's what throws everybody off, and that's what throws everybody for a loop with, like, yeah, I've got a 251 that sounds better than that piece of crap. Well, obviously it's a $500 mic, you know. So
facts, yeah.
That's
Apples to oranges,
where
bro. It's apples to oranges.
Exactly.
Real quick, talking about the C800G and also the price. Have you tried the Sony C80?
Is that the little one?
That
small
mic
one?
is
Nah.
killer, bro.
It's right there with it. And
Yeah, the high end is like, okay, so maybe the low end's not there, but that ain't nothing a Pultec can't fix.
right. And then I think, is there a C1000?
Dude,
Yeah, that one's also
C100.
Dude, yo,
Yeah.
that one's gas. I
Yeah.
had that in the chamber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
C1000 is sick.
Yeah.
C1000 is like the C800 if you can't afford the C800, but you still want that sauce. Right there.
Yeah.
Right there. It's
Just
like
boost
your-
the low end a little bit.
Yeah,
and then
it's
you got it.
it's your starter mic. You can fix a little bit of the rest in the box. You still get that Sony sound, so I really like that. And then a friend of mine, actually two different friends of mine, two different engineers and producers from completely different worlds, have been talking to me about the Sony C37.
Bro, that's a microphone.
You feel me? It's right up there with the C800 in price. But
Yeah, it's also right up in there. It's like, good luck fucking getting one.
yeah, I mean, geez, they're hard to find. They're out there, but it's like,
They're killer.
can you really make that commitment? You know, it's a commitment.
Absolute
It's a
killer.
commitment to a very vintage mic. So
You know, I think there's just levels to it, bro. You know what I mean?
Hell
Because,
yeah.
like, you know, these are the top of the game right here.
that's
Yeah.
right.
You know? And when you're starting out, you're probably going to get that EV that's like $20.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? That's a great segue. Mics under 1,000. Favorite mics under 1,000.
bro, let's go.
You want me to
Oh,
start?
yeah.
You want to start? You want to start? I'll start. Oh, it's Willie Linton. Willie Linton, what's up? Come by the Cloud Mics booth. We're here popping off.
Is Lou over there?
Yeah, man, let's go. All right, peace. Young Willie Linton, shout out Willie, gangsta. Post Malone, playback, you know, live sound front of house, all
Willie.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Willie's a legend, man. So what was I talking about? Favorite mics under 1,000.
Yo, the Slate. The
Yeah,
fucking
Slate. I've heard great things about the Slate.
Yeah, like, off grip. That is an incredible microphone.
All right, I'm gonna make a little bit of a. I'm gonna do a 2-for-1. All right.
Okay.
So we're at Cloud Mics. We got a rep. They're right at that cusp, right around 1,000, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depending on which one you get. But
Dude.
the 44s that Cloud has been coming out with is crazy. You can
I
put
can't wait to
crazy
try
SPL
those.
in there.
Wait to try those.
121, 122 killers. You know what I mean? The Royer killers, but they're crazy, crispy, clean. And then Lewitt has some
I like Lewitt.
pretty dope
Lewitt's
mics under
actually
1,000.
crazy.
Their 440 is pretty rad for like what, $300.
The imaging is insane.
The
like,
640 is pretty crazy. For about what, $600.
Yep.
And then once you get over it, now let's segue. Okay, I'll let y'all go.
Lawton.
okay.
Lawton's always gonna be my
But they're
favorite.
up there. So what? The Atlantis?
No, the LS. The Black Series.
Okay.
Killer. Like, I've got an Atlantis. That's a little bit more than 1,000, but like, you know, the LS, you could blindfold me, and I don't know if I'd be able to pick immediately what
Wow.
you know my differences between.
Wow.
Yeah. I really like Lawton.
Yo, they're crazy mics. I recently used one at like this session in Nashville, like at the kitchen.
Okay, was it the Eden or the Atlantis? Tube or not?
Tube.
Eden.
Yeah,
That mic's cool.
You're able to like select which like model.
Yeah, and it's got the 3 different voicing
Yeah.
options. They're cool mics.
Yeah, it was crystal. Like,
But honestly, Nico, have you been using the? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I've used the Lions. They're pretty dope.
No. I was talking about the clouds.
Hey, shout out Beezy behind the scenes. Shout out Dennis. Shout out Kevin, our team, our crew. Shout out Roger Cloud from Cloud Mics.
Absolutely.
What
Roger's
a genius,
awesome.
yo,
bro.
Yeah, dude.
the
Roger changed our
SM7DB is
Oh,
crazy.
so sick.
Yeah, no, honestly, like, I have like a bunch of condenser
Yo,
mics, but
that's
like,
it, bro. Why did we? Who missed the SM7 Cloud, bro?
I thought
Bro.
that was an understood. I thought it was just an understood thing.
That's
Dude.
the.
Dude,
I was
that
waiting.
is like a key fucking microphone.
Oh yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Shout out Cloud, collabing with Shure mics, collabing with the SM7. We always just gotta
You
plug
always
in
put
that
it-
extra
yeah.
cable to get it in there. Now all we need is that one mic.
Switch.
Bam, switch it in there. You got your Cloud
That
mic right
mic's
in your
gonna save an
SM7.
engineer a job who can't find the cloud lifter in 5
Who
minutes.
forgot to put it on
Absolutely.
48?
Absolutely.
Facts.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
their jobs saved.
Absolutely.
But Nico, I was gonna ask, what's your favorite cloud mic?
My favorite Cloud mic is the Active 44.
I'll have to give it a try.
The Active 44 is pretty rad. The music vocal switch, the little roll off, it's pretty clean.
Fuck yeah,
Because
yeah.
you know proximity is super easy with the ribbon mic, so
yeah.
that kind of like helps out a lot with that. I like, and then you just put 48 right to it. You don't have to worry
Yeah, exactly,
about.
yeah.
You know, it's like any other condenser. You just put 48 straight to it, and it says, and I like that it says 48 right on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
side.
so you know.
Because like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I be googling hella mics.
Yeah.
When I'm like, because I be using a lot of different mics, and I'm like, bro, I don't know if this one has 48 or not.
Yeah, no, that's
I be
valid,
googling
bro.
the
Yeah,
shit
of
out
course,
of,
right?
bro. I don't want to burn this mic, bro. It's the dumbest thing I could do. So
Absolutely.
take 3 seconds to Google the damn mic, and then you know if you need 48 or not.
Fuck yeah.
So, but that one is written. I think all mics should have 48 written on the side.
I agree.
Like, come on, bro.
Even the ribbons. No, I'm just kidding.
No, for real. Just put a
Yeah,
little.
no
just
48.
exactly. Put a little circle with the line through it on the 48.
Skull and crossbones with like a 48, you know?
Yeah. I think that's like, bro, come on, man. We gotta help the
Absolutely.
youth out. What about you, George? Favorite mics?
Favorite mics?
Under 1,000, over
Ooh,
1,000?
under 1,000. Honestly, I've been using way over 1,000. But vintage U87.
Heck yeah.
Vintage
Oh my
U87 is
God.
great.
All right, so
Yeah.
that's a great segue. All right, now let's go to mics over 1,000.
C800.
C800.
Damn. U87, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fuck
U87.
Like, you know,
Honestly, the Austrian audios, do you know about that
Yeah,
company?
yeah.
So that's like actual AKG.
Word.
Like that's real AKG. It's
Word.
all the old engineers from before when they split.
Gotcha.
Whatever. But they make pretty much that 818 is a brass cap 4-on-4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's
Wow.
not 12K. You know what I
Damn.
mean?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it is a brass cap 4-on-4.
Check out Austrian Audio, new school AT joints.
Yep.
So, my favorite mic, jeez, there's a lot. The 47's good.
Classic.
251's amazing. 800 goes without saying. The ribbon joints, the 121 and the 121 killer, the
Absolutely.
44 and the 44 killer, the Cloud 44 has been. I've been using the Cloud 44 a lot lately.
I got to try that one. I'm like, that's probably one of my favorite things I've seen at like AES.
Yeah, I love it, and I love that their mics come with. A lot of their mics come with a cloud lifter.
I love that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like a twofer.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly, yeah.
It's almost like a little discount. You get the extra cloud lifter you can use with all your other mics. You know.
Absolutely.
So that's just breaking 1,000 at that 1,000. You know, under $2,000 point, we got cloud mics. We got the TLM joint. We got the Atlantis.
Yeah.
What else?
bro, the Blueberry Kiwi.
Blueberry, yeah.
Yeah, that's like a
Whoa.
buttery, smooth, like kind of general. I'll give it general mic.
Vanguard Audio is also, they make some cool mics under 2,000.
Coles.
Coles,
On the
bro.
piano, on the grand piano.
center, like over like drum set.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a smooth one.
I like
I actually used a couple of Cloud 44s over a drum set. No, just one.
Oh, yeah, just mono overhead?
A mono overhead.
Tight.
And I actually didn't have enough time or mics to do anything else. So that's the only drum mic I had.
Yeah.
And it was fucking rad.
I like when people mic drums because I think that's something that like you still need a studio for.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like you can always throw them up in a kitchen and all that stuff, and it'll sound cool. But sometimes you can't get every single sound out of that kitchen. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you got a roomy room, it's always gonna sound like a roomy room, even
Yep.
though but like I don't know. Drum recording is an art, and I love
Facts,
it.
facts.
It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
fun too.
It is. It is.
Like that's
And-
always the best Instagram photos. Like everyone's okay. You're recording vocals. You got the one mic.
Right.
It looks cool. You got drums, dude.
You got 12.
fucking 18 mics on the
Yeah.
kit, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, "What you using that mic for?"
Yeah. So what's up on your bottom snare, bro?
Then you got the people who's like, "I never use 6 pairs of rooms," and like, "I like to
Yo.
automate." Sorry, buddy.
And then you got like 12,000 guys who are like, oh, 421s only on the bottom snare.
Bro,
Yeah,
the
facts.
AT 4050, like for in front of the kick drum,
That mic
like
rules.
angled, like at the floor. My boy Eddie Echelon put me onto that, and it's like it makes a sub like crazy.
Hell yeah. I love me a sub kick for that.
Yeah.
Well, because
yeah.
then I don't get all that weird ass high end that you get
Yeah.
from like the cymbals and shit when I'm just trying to get the low.
I've been seeing
I like
people
that.
make sub kicks off of like $27 worth of Amazon parts.
Hell
Like
yeah.
just get a cheap, shitty driver and some cabling or whatever and build your own sub kick. So try that shit out. $27 on Amazon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
got
man.
a sub kick in every. There's no excuse not to have a sub kick. You know, especially if you're somebody that mics drums a lot, or you have a studio and you're like, I don't want to spend that, bro. Just go build one, and then at least you have that backup. You know?
Exactly, yeah. And sub kicks are awesome.
You can always mute that shit. Like,
Exactly.
come on, bro.
Yeah. People forget that the mute fader exists.
Yeah, bro.
Facts.
Mute and delete are probably your
Hell
best
yeah.
friends. Like, those are some sleepers right there. Mute and delete. Like, delete little sections all the way to delete. Bro, I've been getting into, sometimes I'm lazy, sometimes I'll do it, but I'll cut out anything between my transients. Like, you'd be surprised how much noise is down in there, like, way, way low, and you don't even hear that shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you don't have like subs or anything to actually like monitor that, you know, some people are like sending these mixes out from like 5s and like just headphones.
Yeah.
And never like hear like the bottom.
The hiss, or even the hiss. If you don't have Dutch and Dutches, you can't really hear shit. No, I'm just kidding. you can't really hear all that top end hiss that all your compressors and your last limiter in the chain is just juicing it up. But if you don't have the right monitors, the right playback system, you got ocean in your mix, and that's headroom. People don't realize that noise, even though it's that little hiss, that CLA hiss or whatever, the waves analog hiss or whatever, you put that on everything. That's not sauce. That's not juice. That's just lowering your headroom before you crash out and mud out.
Well, hey
So-
guys, I gotta hop out of here. This has been a blast.
it's
Nico,
been real.
thank you.
Young Ryan Harvey in the building. Young George T Music.
Yep.
It's been real, bro. Hell yeah. Now I appreciate you guys greatly. Faders of the Lost Art. Stay tuned. AES 2023. Let's go.
Don't forget to share, comment, like, and subscribe. And see you next time on Faders of the Lost Art.